Hey guys, Kane here, and in this video we're gonna check some of my dual tower fights with me playing Sylv. Now there will be one loss against a similar core player, as well as some fights which basically no one was pretty much able to pass my Sylv formation. Now this one is a bit stronger guy, and the thing is I can lose my archers, but usually the trees don't die until you remove the dragon and you remove the Gan. And pretty much if Gan does stay alive, and I do have the equipment for him to do stay alive, as well as heal for quite a decent amount with his abilities, basically the trees are just immortal. So, in terms of the fight, I don't think that this player is that very strong. He does have level 70 heroes, but as far as I've checked, some of his equipment are actually questionable on majority of the heroes. So essentially, I guess that is one of the reasons why he wasn't able to pass it, is that he has a lot of stuff on his account that he could be able to pass me, but the thing is, he doesn't optimize his heroes. He doesn't optimize probably equipment, his army, and that's why I kind of beat him pretty easily because he wasn't able to burst down the trees one at a time. There was another fight which was pretty much the same, I suppose. It was my first fight whenever I entered the dual tower. Similar thing, he doesn't really have pretty good equipment on his heroes. He does have, I do believe, Rufio with even the wrong prism, so we are not even gonna talk about it. So pretty much flawless him, I suppose, just because even show the prism on Rufio. He has the stuff that he can have the field pretty much overpowered, but as most of my videos go, quite a lot of people don't really put proper stuff on the heroes, even if they do have them. So essentially, I guess I may even start covering heroes and what they may use or want to use in terms of specific places in the game. So the loss that I had against this guy, it was actually I suppose a failure or a huge failure on my placement. So the thing is, I am trying to make a formation, and I kind of thought if I do place my Sizo here, even if he would jump with Rufio, my dragon doesn't really die to Rufios, and essentially I have stuff like Archer then on the side to kill the Rufio, or I have Sizo to do it. The thing about it is, actually, my Sizo was, I suppose, the priority of the jump, or uh, Rufio jump, but then spin, and my Sizo was in the range of his attack or skills or spin. So essentially, I moved some units to the side, and I do believe I will move my Gan as well to another part of the map, so it wouldn't be as close to the dragon. Because if one of these die, the trees still are able to tank quite a decent amount of damage. But I kind of, realize that if I keep my dragon and my Gan on the same part of the field, if they actually focus fire and kill them both, the trees will just die instantly. So the thing is, it's not really that good to actually keep them both together, and from dueling and stuff like that, I'm learning myself and I'm fixing the formation. The other thing is, I've actually have quite a lot of free space on my field, and I have 3 archers. So eventually, I will learn to optimize this space. And even this hero, like this hero, is just a placeholder for now. And by placeholder, I mean she's like level 49 with basic equipment. So yeah, 1 second. Yeah, I don't have enough, let's say, experience to actually get her up. And when I do get her up to like 64, I will also start leveling the Rufio. Or I may remove one of the tanks in terms of experience and put in Rufio as well. Since before I tried it, I've had a Rufio with, let's check his, 1 second. God damn it, I scrolled too fast. So basically, I had a Rufio with like 2.5 million attack, and that Rufio was weak as hell. Now, however, I maxed most of my hero attack relics in the reliquary, which made my, let's say, even Avril go from 2.3, 2.7 ish, go to 3.5. My Valerie had, like, where is she? My Valerie had like 3.2 or 3.1 million, went to 4.2. So essentially, that Rufio, which I had with like 2.5, could easily get over 3 ish million right now, and he can actually do some stuff, at least, I suppose, if we would compare with this one. Since, again, I have literally all the set that I may require: full flawless Drake set, I do have a couple of spare true emeralds as well, with a tier 8 or tier 9 prism, and all the other stuff that Rufio will require. So essentially, this fight is a huge failure on my placement, which I am going to be adjusting. So yeah, let's go on to the fight and see what actually happened. So I'm gonna turn 0.5. So he has Rufio here, and he's gonna jump on this side towards my mages. And oh, oh, so the archers actually focused fired the Saizo again. Sorry, I have a cold. So yeah, they put Gan into invincibility, and they procced invincibility of Saizo. So this is what happened. So basically, Rufio jumped, he invincibility my Valerie and my Avril. So this is actually one of the, I suppose, worser places. He didn't tag my Avril on the second try, though he did tag my Valerie. And then the Drake said proc, or Leopride proc, actually almost 100% my Avril. So yeah, pretty much this, I suppose, is one of the reasons. So I may have to swap some positioning of my mages as well. Honestly, I didn't actually experience anything like this when I was playing with the Rakan Turtle. So essentially, I suppose it really depends on the artifacts and stuff like that that the other guys have. Since this artifact here is not from me, and actually, this artifact killed my Valerie, since nobody was reaching her and she just died from nothing. So he does have quite a few 5-star artifacts, and essentially, I only have one 5-star and one 4-star. So if somebody has quite a few 5-star artifacts, there is really not much I can do but try to place heroes a bit better and kill about half of this field. Even though I do tell people that buying prisms, or rather buying artifacts and the mats, are actually good, personally, I'm not even spending money on the game, or any money on the game, like maybe less than $5 for a subscription or something like that, once a month. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking maybe I should get both of them, and essentially, I don't really um, go into the route of actually purchasing most of the materials and just playing the game, as I already have purchased quite a lot of stuff, and essentially it was only used in the beginning, and a lot of it doesn't even matter anymore because of the new packs came out. So even the amount that I've spent, being like about, I don't know, a thousand, over 1,000, maybe over a couple, it doesn't actually matter anymore. So in terms of like the packs that it would have, or the packs that it has, fortunately the pack disappeared, so I cannot really show. But like the amount that I've spent before now is like maybe a couple of hundreds worth. So essentially, I suppose that is like one of the reasons why I stopped spending, since eventually that money doesn't really matter anymore, or it just scales down to almost nothing. So eventually, I suppose they're gonna give more premium mats and stuff like that, and it's gonna be a lot easier to acquire them. But as you can see, even me trying out a new race, there is a lot of I'm not sure of the word, tries and failure or something like that. I'm not gonna make a very overpowered formation at the very beginning and the flaws that I am able to make. So essentially, I will try to work out a formation, and when I get this hero higher level, I will put it in the backline, of course. Essentially, something like this. What I experienced in terms of playing Sylv, if I have Avalon and I have like a gladiator in front of them, right? These trees, like one, two, three, four, these trees are going to friggin' run backwards into the backline, and my archers are literally the front line. So that is why I kind of went for something like an empty spot here. I'm not entirely sure why the hell this happens, but essentially I would have to put Avalon like right in the back line, and it buff like two archers or something like that, and Avalon cannot buff any gladiators at all from what I noticed, or they cannot be just behind the tree since it fricks up their movement, I suppose, something like that. uh, I'm gonna show you a picture on the screen right now what happened in one of the fights, which was friggin' insane. So anyways, trial and failure, I would not suggest people to use something like this or copy it. Probably in the next couple of videos or the next couple of dual towers, you're gonna see a whole different formation, which I will try to do. Perhaps reset one of my gladiators or paladins and actually add Rufio in the mix as well, which essentially should have over 3.5 million attacks, so I should use it very well. Below 3 million, Rufio should be almost useless. 3 million attack is somewhat pretty usable even at my own stage in like 10 million core power. Keep in mind, Rufios have to be in set, like incredibly decked out for you to be able to use them. So kudos to Superstar. I do believe he's in one of the newer servers due to his pet actually being pretty low level, but he did make a pretty decent formation and he actually beat me. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Hopefully this video was useful to you, and if it was, do hit that subscribe button, it would help me out a lot. Thanks for watching guys, take care and stay safe out there.